ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Hi.
What is good?
Hi.
Hello.
How are we? Good to see everyone.
We're not cancelled yet.
No, we're not.
We're still here. We're not. You know, it's funny. We were doing so well, like for week by week shit, but then like we kind of fumbled it and went like 2 weeks without uploading. But it is what it is. We're here. We're back. It's good to be back.
Yeah, I mean, it's
shit happens, you know.
There was some, and this has happened before. No, we're no stranger to this. None of us.
This is the first time for
there was
me.
some, behind the scenes stuff we had to attend to, and that's okay. That happens. That's life.
Yeah, I think in my life I had to cancel last week filming because there was just some shit going on, which I won't get into. It's not really my thing to say, but like, you know, some shit happened with someone close to me, and I had to be there. Wanted to be there as well, and yeah, I don't know. It just meant we couldn't film, so it was weird. And we had this weird thing where like we had the whole BBC clearing our videos, so like it was meant to be like an episode that aired on the Wednesday and the next Wednesday, but then like BBC stopped it from airing on the Wednesday and it didn't go up to the Tuesday, and then the episode would normally air on Wednesday, so we went on Tuesday and then Wednesday. Like it was just weird. So it should have just been a week break, but because of the fucking BBC, it was 2 weeks because it looked like we just dropped 2 episodes in a row when actually it was supposed to air days before it came out. So, which is so annoying, but you know.
Yeah.
The fucking BBC. Literally, we said this last time. Like, we're trying to promote your fucking show.
I know.
Why are you claiming us?
It's just it is frustrating.
Oh God.
Haha, bitch! I'm laughing because you big mad.
However, enough about us. I say we just get right into the first topic. Let's play no games. Sorry, a battery fell over
That's
here.
right.
I'm not crazy.
What do you think? We just jump into it
Sure,
right
let's do
into
it.
our first topic of the day.
Let's do it.
We are gonna be. Oh, one moment.
Uh oh.
Technical difficulties.
Hit him with the elevator music.
Alrighty.
Alright. I'm so quick with that these days.
It's time for a Bond talk. Let's talk about Bond, baby.
Thank you, Dan.
It's a
It's a film.
controversial.
Why is it controversial?
No, I don't know why. I'm just
trying to get.
just hyping up the people at home. You know.
We went together. Kind of went together. Not really. I barely saw you. We went like as a massive group.
We went as
to
a
gold
group.
class.
Yeah, we went as a big group collectively
Do
together.
they have gold class in other countries? I feel like they don't. Because remember when I took my family to UK, where they like
maybe.
backwards.
I think we have a very specific kind where it's normal, not normal, but
You know what
there
I'm
is
talking about?
a seat you can buy in the cinema, which is leather.
You can
It's-
recline.
It's got like an
You
electric
can watch it
recliner.
like this,
You
But
come back, you
your
sit
feet
back.
up also. You can do this.
But then also there's a tray so that you can order food or popcorn if you just want to have popcorn.
You can order everything.
But yeah, you can eat like a meal, like a hot meal, like pizza or whatever the hell they
Beers.
have.
I drank beer
that
with
you
my
can order as many
friends.
beers as you like.
I drank
To a-
beer with
to a
my
limit.
Well,
friends.
do they stop you?
Maybe disclaimer
Sometimes
on
I had
that.
too
Yeah,
many
I don't
beers.
cannot
Sometimes
confirm or
others did.
deny.
I heard people going off multiple buckets, and I think they stop you after your third bucket, and a bucket has 4 in it. So I drank a lot of this gold class thing anyway, so they don't stop
Excuse
you
me.
sometimes. And they should be in like, especially in the cinema, like you don't want to get too Larry, which I wouldn't, but you know.
Yeah, well,
Still.
to be honest, I think the reason most people don't have to worry about it is because if you order too many drinks, then you have to go pee like during the movie.
I know. That's the worst part of it. And like, I think I went to the toilet twice, just mostly because I don't really give a shit about James Bond movies. But like, not
get
that I
it.
didn't want to watch it, but
It's not easy.
I just needed to pee like twice, I think. And I just went to the toilet when the film finished. But I've got before we get into the review, I've got a picture of us there.
Oh yes,
In the notes, and
fantastic.
also I took a brief video because literally we booked the whole gold class theater, which I
Okay,
believe
so
is like
let's-
is it 45 seats in the gold class theater, something like that, 40.
So
and we
let's
booked
get
the whole
the-
thing out, so it was just
There we go.
this is
That's the
us.
photo up of us.
So we're the only people who dressed up,
Yeah. So
which is
we,
funny because I heard people were gonna do it, and it was just us.
So
So that's
we were
fucking
the only
great.
two in a suit and bow tie, which I think is quite a
That
nice.
was it though. That was just
I think that
us.
was a nice little addition.
That was just
But
us.
yeah, just a 2-man two-man crew.
Literally, the
comes
guy
to
who
that.
organized it always loves to make fucking things about everything.
And then
And
this
he doesn't go into the whole thing that we were going to do, which is the whole dress up.
Yeah, I
for
know,
James
which is
Bond.
getting ready.
I don't know why people didn't do it. It was literally
So
just
then
us,
this is
so
the actual cinema,
that was me filming that.
and that's me.
So to clarify, normally I wouldn't film at the cinema, but we
This
literally
was
knew
before.
everyone there.
And as you can see, so
Everyone
like
there.
here, there's like the tray.
Well, you can
and
see
all
my
that
dad
stuff,
in the first
so-
frame. If you go back, that's if you go to the first. There's my dad there. That's
Oh
my
yeah,
dad.
there. Here you go.
We love,
Daddy boy.
we love Mr. Hannum.
Well, that's yes. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, it finally came out. It took nearly 2 years, but
What, James Bond? Yeah, because didn't they film this one before?
Crazy.
Yeah, so this was all done or all shot before, right?
I think they shot it in
and
2019.
wasn't it meant to come out like right before COVID?
Because literally this soundbite here,
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.
that's Daniel Craig on SNL promoting No Time to Die
In March of 2020.
2020.
Yeah, wow,
which is
okay.
insane. By the way,
That is just fucking wild.
that is crazy. I thought it was alright. I don't really like Bond movies. I thought Spectre was better, and then when I watched Spectre, I thought Skyfall was better. I wouldn't say Spyfall then. Fucking Chibnall was in my head.
Oh god.
It was alright. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, that was a scary couple hours.
It was long. That was a couple of hours.
Yeah, it was long. It was long.
People
That's
were
what I'll
falling
say.
asleep. You put alcohol in it, and people just fall asleep.
My
so-
general review would be
Do not
I
come.
liked it. I thought it was a fun romp. You know, there was some fun
romp?
action pieces, and
Oh dear.
it was a fairly satisfying wrap up to Daniel Craig's
And we say
tenure as Bond. So I like that. Yeah, we do. We say bye bye. Thank you, Trump.
I wouldn't have seen it in gold class unless they arranged this thing. Well,
No.
I
we
don't
actually
even know
got
if I
cheaper
would've
tickets
seen
for
it,
it.
but-
So
Yeah, again, because we booked the whole thing out. Mitchie from the Mind's our good friend. He loves James Bond. He fucking loves it.
Okay.
The only reason I went to go and see the last couple of films because of him.
Right.
I just
Has he
don't
seen
really
it yet?
like it. Nah.
Okay.
He's still away.
Well,
He comes back
look,
tomorrow.
I think
He's
if-
at the Mines, funnily enough. His name.
wow.
Mitchie from the Mines.
that's
Classic
a-
Howard Stern gag.
Hit him with the high.
I would say, it's got. I do think the action is good and it's like fun. It's like a fun action time at the cinema. But Kath and I watched Casino Royale the night before, and let me tell you, Casino Royale is like top tier cinema. I mean, that is just so fun. All the set pieces are so actiony and awesome, and like just enjoyable to watch.
You'll have a blast.
Mark, I had myself an okay time. I think it was
Was it Sam Mendes who did the last one?
Spectre, I believe it was. Yeah.
Yeah. It was fine. The ending
thought
kind of
Spectre-
got me a
to
bit.
be honest,
To be honest.
My first thought is that Spectre was, I don't know. They're all so similar. Like the best and worst thing I can say about it is that it's not that different from the average Bond film. But I would definitely say it doesn't hold a candle to like the top tier Bond films like Casino Royale and not Skyfall either.
No, those movies are really good, but I don't know. They're the only James Bond movies I kind of like. But it was fine. I feel like as well, like it was meant to come out for so long, and it kind of just lost its hype. And the ending, though, we're not gonna. I don't think we should spoil it, but the ending it got me not emotionally. I was like, okay, but it was just like kind of weird what they did.
It was.
I heard it was weird ending, and I was like, nah, it won't be.
Well,
and I watched
okay,
it, and
so-
it was. So
The whole
Haha,
thing
bitch,
was.
I'm laughing because you big mad.
Yeah, the whole thing was just a bit odd because, like, for the reason that, and I thought about this with Casino Royale. When you watch Casino Royale, like, James is not a good guy, you know? Like, he's not, he is an anti-hero if there ever was one, you know? I guess at the time, a lot of the stuff he does, in that Call of Duty era, it's like, oh, cool if he kills people and all this stuff. But, like, he's doing stuff that, is not good morally, let's just say. And this movie kind of asks you to treat James like the hero of all heroes for you to relate to and like follow in this movie. Whereas I feel like in the past they've been a lot more just ambiguous about his morality, I guess.
yeah, I really don't care. Hey, like I really don't care about it. Like I just went to watch it. Like it's a great franchise. Like I should love it because it's so like Doctor Who in a way where it's just like a different
I
actor
do think
portrays the
there's always
character
good
and all that
fun.
shit, but yeah, look, I think you should always go and see them, and I say go see it. Support films at the moment, regardless of what they are, and the cinemas more importantly. But I just don't really care about this franchise. I don't know why. Respectfully.
Yeah,
Mitch loves it. It's literally the only reason I went was just because he loved the movie. And the worst part is I'm probably going to have to watch it again with him. So, yeah. Not that it's bad. It sounds like I hated it. I thought it was fine, but I just...
Do not come.
I don't know if I would have gone to see it. Or if Mitch wasn't a huge fan. Aiden loves them as well. Aiden likes them.
Look, I think they're good fun, and I get it. I get around them.
Did you buy that 50th anniversary?
No, but I remember all the hype around the 50th, like the
It's
just
so
the
dumb because
celebration
they're gonna
around
make
it.
more movies, and they left a little spot for Spectre in the
Oh
thing.
yeah, I know.
And
That
I'm
was
like,
like,
hang on a minute, but there's gonna be
but
more
there's gonna be
after.
more after Spectre.
So
yeah.
dumb. So
Yeah,
dumb.
and how I just can imagine the ridiculousness of owning a Bond collection that ends
And then Dan
at
Craig's
the movie before his last
it's
one.
so
It's the
dumb.
most stupidest idea.
That's so dumb.
That's
so dumb.
Yeah, I you know, those ones, to be honest, I think I know that they've been making them for decades now, but I feel like they're going to have to go away for a while, the Bond movies. I think after this
after
last
they
one,
ended it,
I
yeah,
think
I
people
don't-
need a break. I think
I
it's
don't
like
know how-
Marvel.
I don't know how they're gonna do the next one, quite frankly.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like Marvel, where they need to take a break and really rethink their strategy. Although Marvel's not doing that. They're
But
just
Marvel's doing the
releasing
complete opposite.
everything.
Yeah, we literally had to figure, and we were like, "How the fuck are they going to do another movie?" Like, I don't get because I still don't know. Is it like Doctor Who? Sorry, it's not like Doctor Who, where like it's not the same character. It's not like they regenerate.
Yeah. So this is what's weird, and I was saying this. It's like what's
Yeah.
different about Doctor Who is in Doctor Who, it's canon that like Matt Smith's face and David Tennant's face both exist.
Doubt that.
Whereas in James Bond,
It's different person.
it's always been like when it's always been Daniel Craig. If that makes sense.
But they never. But they do they acknowledge like the previous movies.
I
with
don't
different
think
faces?
so. I unless.
But Dame Judi Dench was in a few of the different ones, but she was still with Bond. I don't know. Who cares?
But
It's
so
dumb.
so she came on, I think, in the movie before Daniel Craig. So she
Oh,
was
okay.
already M. So like that's the thing. The characters kind of
M.
just get recast as they go.
Oh, it just pissed me off because they definitely try and do the whole play the whole like go women card. It's just written badly and it's just so cringe. It's like if you want to do it, just do it properly.
I think
And they did a whole scene with what's his name, Q, who's obviously like a gay character. It's like this is great. It's like show it, and it's like he literally just says like I'm having a partner come over. And I believe he's gonna arrive in a second.
was that
but they
supposed
never
to be a
show
gay
him.
guy or something?
They never show him, and it's just like, why put that in the script and say that his like? Because I think
it
they
would be
allude
way
to it in the
better
previous
if
movie.
he
It's
like
just,
came
so-
into the scene and
Literally,
interrupted.
and that's the
or
joke.
something.
Like he
Yeah,
walks in,
yeah.
like it would have been funny, but it's like, why mention it? And that's them being like, just so they can get an article.
Just
It's
get the
like,
points for mentioning
literally,
it.
They
yeah.
think there'll be an article that's like James Bond, the first movie to acknowledge a gay character, and then it's like, oh, you're so brave. It's like, no, like actually show the guy walking in, not just mention him in a one-off line.
Yeah, so yeah, and you're kind of alluding to like they do this thing in the movie where they sort of put Bond up against like his replacement, I guess.
It's so cringe
because he's retiring, and you know, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to do the
It's so
dumb. They're trying to do the movies have done it all the time where it's like you know, old dog, new tricks, that kind of idea. And she's supposed to be there like this new, young, all this. And I actually think it's a lot less preachy and stuff than it could be. I think it is pretty fine. I mean, Daniel Craig is still in most of it. Like it's never not his film, you know? But to me, it felt like because they half-assed that storyline, then there never really was a compelling plot anywhere in the movie. You know, the villain storyline to me was not very strong. It was kind of just Rami Malek looks evil.
Yeah, the villain fucking sucked. By the way, I'm fine. I'm completely fine with there being that character in the movie who's played by a female black actress, which is it's fine. It's great. I like it. But what I don't like is like and I don't get, is like, and they do this in Doctor Who all the time. The writers feel a need to like, and I gotta be careful with the way I say this because it's gonna sound like I'm preaching that I'm so pissed off about it. But it's like they had this need where it's like we have to like piss them off in the biggest way because they're gonna be pissed off for it. It's like no, it's like people are gonna accept a character for a character, and that's how it works. Like they're not instantly gonna hate it, but like it seems like it was written to piss people off.
Black Queen Summer.
I had like literally in Doctor Who last week. It's like there was a line from Jodie. It's like men like you are the reason why. Like I wonder why I do stuff like this, and it just sounds like when Chibnall wrote that he's like, this is just for all the haters you hate Jodie.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, why can't you write it smarter though? Like why can't you be like, just make it a better character rather than being like. I felt like it was like that a bit. I felt like it was like I'm like. Why? I feel like I'm not enjoying this character because I feel like it's just there to, and it's written to be like, oh, let's just piss them off because it will piss them off. It's like, no, I didn't go in pissed off.
Yeah.
I want to like this character. I understand people will go in pissed off just to hate it, but that's not everybody.
Sure.
I don't want to sound like I'm literally memeing on what.
No, totally.
I mean, to
me, I feel like, you know, what I was saying about when they half-ass this sort of stuff. I feel like when they do characters like this, it is just an easy way of getting like diversity in your cast without having to create too much of a compelling character and without
not a character at all. Yeah.
Too much of a compelling storyline either. She really is just the stand-in that any
I just felt like it was
any actor could or would be,
which sucks because it's like why can't it be a better character?
Yeah, and
instead of something that's just like you said, just to be there. Like that's what upset me more.
And see, that's the thing. I think the problem with doing that is, you don't really achieve what your diversity goal is anyway, because you're just creating another token character.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you have characters like that it diverts away from an interesting plot.
Yeah.
And you don't get as much of a fleshed out movie, and you waste time on this character. There's like... It would be more interesting if you wanted to make that character, just make it the main character. You know what I mean? Or what I think they could have done is like, I mean, they could have done plenty of things, but perhaps she could have been some sort of private investigator, and because she never was able to get up into the ranks that he got, or blah, 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 or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, there are tons of ways that they could have written a compelling storyline for a character like that to naturally fit into the plot. It's not even that I felt like it was them trying to like force it. I just thought it was such a cliche way to introduce that plot point,
upset
you know?
me. It really upset me because I heard they were doing this whole thing. It's not a spoiler because I knew this before going in. Like she's like the new 007 in the movie. That's not a spoiler. That was like a thing that got released, and it was just like
she's his replacement. Yeah,
and it's just like I get doing that storyline, but it's like do it well, and they just didn't do it well. By the way, I'm gonna sound really bad now, but I knew when I saw Phoebe Waller-Bridge on the Ryan team, I knew I was gonna be annoyed. I'm like the only person who just can't stand her.
To me, the problems were a lot more to do with the handling of characters and plot relative to each other than any specific like this character or this character. Do you know what I mean? I just felt like the main issue was that the plot was so disconnected from all these characters. And it felt so random. Nothing felt coherent. You know what I mean? Like,
do some fucking work, you bastard.
Thank you. That's I couldn't have said it better myself than
it was all right, but go see it.
Yeah, go see it. Go see it in movies. It's a fun time. It is
long. When they make it out that they're going to be so diverse, and it's like great, do it. But then like they don't.
Look,
that's what
you know what?
It
is a fun action movie, but it's not going to have... in my opinion, it actually is at its worst when it's trying to be dramatic, because I don't think people care about the drama when they're there to see a Bond movie. They just want to go and see action and babes and shooting, you know? That's what we want.
There were some babes. The Bond girls are... they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. I don't know that like there was just here I got excuses.
There you go.
The Bond girls are. I just feel like at this point it's like it's over sexualized to the point where
I see. So
They know it is, or they just have to do it.
So it's all. I don't like this franchise. I have no connection to it until the Bond girls come up, and then it's like they meant a lot to me as a.
It's so bad. They used to slap Bond girls. Remember that?
They used to,
bad.
yeah, oh yeah.
They used to be just like.
Apparently, there's a documentary about the Bond girls that apparently most of them were really poorly treated. Not just by the Bond thing, but like they just had a rough, unlucky life before and after. Like it's really odd how much tragedy visited the Bond girls.
Yeah, it was poorly executed. What's her name? I thought she was really great from Knives Out.
Ana de Armas. I heard someone say
the fact that
her dress had no.
She said it, not me.
What do you call it? No bra, but a lot of cleavage. That's the best way. That's what you were inferring. I was explaining what you were inferring.
No, man.
Look,
the sexy
can I say about Ana de
Armas?
Armas? She was actually really good, but she was in it for like.
She wasn't in it long.
2 minutes. She was not 2 minutes. I'm exaggerating, but very very small role. So don't imagine.
15 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I read today that Daniel Craig requested for her to be in it after working on Knives Out. I was like, of course she's right.
Bro, that's just. He just wants someone to learn. I don't know.
You're saying it.
I don't want to say.
I don't know who's in that costume
I'm
department,
stopping
but
myself.
I don't know who's in that costume department. But I think the Bond girls are still getting a bit sexualized. That's all I'm saying.
I think Daniel Craig just walks past. He says, "Oh, I don't think so. Change that. Something with less."
We talked for so long the sexy
The music ran
ran
out.
out.
Oh
yeah.
well, it'll force us to move on.
Oh, Daniel Craig.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, yeah,
the
that's our
weekend.
review. I'd say, yeah, I'd say
That was it. My applause was a clap.
I'd say it's
and
fun.
stopped.
It's a good time. Go see it, but do not expect anything better than very average Bond movie. That's my sum up. You got anything else to say?
Yeah, I give it a Lenny, to be honest. I thought it was alright.
Fair enough.
It wasn't terrible.
Okay.
I liked it.
Okay,
It's fine.
all right.
Yep.
Okay, well, on to something a little bit more hopeful and happy.
Mm-hmm.
A brief thing that we have to talk about. It's for the show. It's for the the clicks. Britney.
Yeah, Britney
is free.
bitch.
Connor's favorite topic.
Yeah, we got on a bit of a tizzy about that topic in the car today. I was happy to bring it up, as Dan knows.
Well, look, this case has been pretty crazy, and there's an update. So I'll give you an update if you're curious.
Yeah, I am.
Basically, what happened was all the stuff happened with her dad. All the stuff came out about how her dad was not letting her do all this things. She was restricted in so many ways, and then she had been petitioning to get out of it. Now her dad pulled out as being the conservator after a lot of public backlash, but it was handed over to an estate that I think managed her money.
And we say bye-bye.
But at that point, it's kind of useless because it's like they're managing your money. You were only in the conservatorship because of your dad. And so, to my understanding, now the judge has basically cut it off and said, you are free. So Britney is motherfucking free, y'all.
All memes aside from me joking in the car about not wanting to talk about this today, I think it's great. You know, the girl deserves to be free.
Yes. Yeah, I think so. And
Her
to be honest,
Instagram's whack, but I'm glad now she's... because
hey,
people assume
now
that-
she's free. Now she can do as much of that as she wants.
I know what you're referring to. I was just... Bro, we're going to get fucking cancelled for this. They can't hear me at all. Oh. They could not hear me at all through that. No.
Maybe we'll
I
get
more meant
cancelled,
her-
yeah.
Dude, her account on Instagram back when this shit was going on was like... People were coming in like, where, like, Will Smith? Bro, you need to work on your fucking buttons. Will
What?
Smith. Me talking about Britney, Will Smith.
Yeah, what? You don't like the yah?
I like... It's my favorite soundbite.
You were talking about you
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm just...
You know what I'm talking about?
I'm
right,
just saying,
carry on.
on her Instagram, people were like, wear yellow if you're being, like, forced to do this. And, like, the next video,
I
upload
see.
next day, she'd be, like, wearing yellow. But she seems to be... Britney seems to be free. No
look,
pun intended.
I
but-
think, to me, like, it sounds like, and I say this with love, it sounds like she does have some sort of mental health issue or whatever it may be, But you know what? That doesn't mean, you
I'm
can
not
still
crazy.
be free with that. Like, you can still have rights to make your own decisions. And like, we're all fucking weird. We're all whack a little inside. Why are we gotta restrict ourselves and restrict others? Like,
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, well, I just think it's
Man of
great
the
that
people.
she's free. I watched that documentary. Was that this year it got released?
oh, the
Carl
Britney.
Stefanovic was in the beginning, giving an
Yeah,
intro.
that was
a
odd.
man who literally treats his wife like shit in Australia,
Yeah.
which made me laugh so much. Why the fuck put him on there as an intro? Why didn't even need him?
now, old man.
Literally me hating on fucking terrestrial
Yeah,
TV.
that was very
that was
odd.
bananas. That's just when we went to watch the fucking documentary. This guy called Carl Stefanovic did like an intro for some reason.
He's a 9 News.
Yeah, he's like a talk. He
host.
does a morning
He's-
show in
yeah.
Australia, but he like is notoriously treated his wife like shit, and he's like, "This is disgusting." The way this woman was treated.
And
It's
well,
like,
but not
you
only
literally
that,
treat your
he
fucking wife like
also
shit.
was part of he contributed to coverage that was not necessarily harassing, but overly he definitely contributed to overly covering Britney at the time, and then he is acting like it's terrible. Everybody did
Yeah,
this.
I can't believe this happened.
Can't believe we all these
literally.
horrible people treated her the way they did.
Haha, bitch, I'm laughing because you big mad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
that is
Carl
true.
Stefanovic said. Yeah, it's weird, but yeah, it's great. She's free.
Yeah, it is good.
Ethan's been talking about it for fucking yonks. So.
I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
Maybe she
Britney
can go
right
to
now.
Cedar
She
Rapids.
can go wherever she wants. Well, that was part
It's
of it.
so bad.
She couldn't even like leave the state. She
Her,
couldn't
like, I literally-
move anywhere.
I
It
saw a
was
clip
crazy.
the other day, and she was like on a talk show in like Germany or something. I think she was like 17 at the time. And the talk show host talking like her boobs and stuff. He like literally brings them up.
Oh my god, yeah, that is
He's
just.
like, "Oh, we need to talk about your breasts."
Dude,
and,
it's
like,
so
the poor
gross.
girl. Like, I don't. No one can comprehend
Dude,
what it would
if-
feel like
if-
to be in that situation.
Even at my age of 22, if I was on any talk show and someone asked me about any part of my body, that would be awful. I would hate that,
It's not easy.
She was getting that at what, like 15?
Yeah, well, from this clip, I think she was
awful.
17, but 100%.
Well, I mean,
was, like,
ever
talking about
since
her
she
body.
was 15, there was that rhetoric in the news.
Yeah.
And people would openly discuss this stuff. It is insane, dude.
Yeah, it's just horrible. But yeah, she's free.
She's free. She's free. We're going to hit her with the... there we go.
Wow, you could have guessed out of it. Is that the Trump again? Do you not have my applause from...
I do have it, but the Trump's easier to find.
I literally bet every fucking penny I own you will not be able to hear anything through that sound.
I have that one.
It's
What,
hard because, like...
You go through and you listen, it just doesn't turn out right.
Well, I try and, like... Whenever I play a soundbite that's important...
Oh, here you go.
I have to, like, figure out... Yeah, I have to figure out if you can hear or not. I technically am on sound duty, so...
Did you check how it hears in the final mix? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that's good.
And I definitely need to work on it a little bit. So
No. Well, you
that's
can
why I
give
try
me
and-
feedback. I mean, I
Well, you know.
can change it in post. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's all right. It's okay. It's like
Stick with me, you might get
you know,
some.
I'm here to help. You know, I'm here to help.
So
We got beer of the week now, or
yes, we do. We've
I love beer of the week. I feel like even Mitch was like our good old friend Mitchie.
you got
Mitchie
such
from
a
the
winner
Mines.
there with your beer of the week segment.
No, he was just like, you know, it's a fucking.
Hit him with the high.
It's like that's a great,
Hit him with the
that's a great
high.
little intro you got there.
Yeah, I think it is.
By the way, I
think it
don't
is.
ever say that's me. Like I always say, like
Yeah.
that's, you take the credit for that.
Oh no, but it's our show.
I
And
was
we
like,
put
that's
it
all
together well.
Dan. Like, you know, because he mentioned that, and I was like, you weren't there, and I was like, I could have just been like, thanks, mate, but I was like, nope, that's Dan.
Aw, you
So,
sweetheart.
I got one soundbite.
Dan is a great guy.
Oh, just
Alright.
so lovely.
Let's do it.
All right, we are going into beer of the week.
Oh my god.
There we go. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeehaw.
Awesome.
We have this week as you just saw, we have a very fancy
This is interesting.
Gage Rhodes. All right, let's have a look. So, Gage Rhodes Party Wave Stone Fruit Sour limited release.
So these are the guys who do single film.
Yes. The very same.
Wow, this is a stretchy ass can. This is definitely interesting. I love it.
Yeah, I know, it's very long. So this is 500 mils. So it's a lat.
It says grab your mates and jump on board. Up front, stone fruit, aromas combined with a hint of funk. Take a sip for waves of peach and apricot, subtle bubbles in the tongue with a tart and refreshing finish. Brewed with real and all Aussie fruit. Party on! Wow. We would like to support.
Yeah, well, so
it's perfect as well. Isn't
I'm
it?
always
It's
curious
like
when we get ones like this
single
because
thin, slowly.
we have, the claim here, or not claim, the statement that it's limited release. So I always wonder, like, what's is this a summer? Is it for summer vibes?
I don't know. I literally like.
As you can see
I
on
literally don't know.
the tag, I mean, we've got a guy surfing. He's even got his dog on there. So that's, and there's a little lady. Don't show Connor. He'll,
What the fuck?
get a little bit too excited, I
You
think.
had a whole thing last episode about the fucking women in their Halloween costumes. Don't even at me.
That was purely scientific
Yeah, so was mine with the Bond girls.
research and...
Do you know what's funny? I went to the Swinging Pig on Thursday with Dad, which is our local bar that sells IPAs, which I always bring up in this segment. And they have this lovely beer there. And I also depleted that beer supply.
Oh, dear.
Because it's a limited beer like this. Oh my God.
Whoops.
What the fuck is that?
I don't, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you if
What
I
is
tried.
that? That is
I
awful.
couldn't if I tried.
That is just... Even mine wasn't that great, but...
I fucked up the head. Yeah. You know what? We'll be all right, folks. Carry on. What were you saying?
It was like this funk cider, and it was like 8%, and I was like smashing them back on like a Thursday.
I have had that fog cider. That is some gnarly.
It was
stuff.
really,
It's like,
it was really nice. But I went to get another pint, and he was filling up halfway, and it ran out. So it's like, I won't charge it for this one. I'm gonna get another one. And I was like, fine. But I depleted it of its beer supply at the local, so I only had like 2 pints or 2.5. Went to get a third one, and it was gone. That
oh
was
no.
it.
So you
It was a
just
guest
totally.
beer.
So it was like when we were on that plane in Bali.
Yeah, that was the gag. Everyone
depleted
remembers
all
it,
the
which
beers.
no one does, but
All right, is this your first sip? This is your first.
that is bonkers.
I still need to pour the rest in. I haven't.
What happened there?
I've still
My
got a
God.
little.
What happened there?
I don't
You'll
know. I
have
couldn't.
a blast.
Is there a way? I'm
What
sorry,
happened?
Mark.
That's crazy.
Is there a way I can get rid of the head somehow?
I don't know how you did that. Do you tilt your glass or not?
I did. I'm supposed to. Maybe we should review something, like this. But there's, now that there's the foam, there's only so much you can do. All right, little. Okay. All right. That's not too bad.
I don't know if you ever get your ISA, but
Probably not. I'm more of a beer drinker than a beer pourer. I think we can say that.
that was issue from the mines, but yeah, it's good actually. I like it. They all look like piss though. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
Is that just me or do they all like piss?
Mm.
I don't know.
I drank beer
Okay, I
with my
just tried
friends.
And they always taste like they're gonna give you a fucking like stomach acid, like vibes in your throat.
That's an interesting one because you get that sour. It's got a very sour taste to it. It's like a. You ever had like a sour gummy bear? Kind
Yeah,
of tastes like that.
yeah.
That's great, Dan. It's a great statement.
I don't know. Like it's nice. They all taste the same at this point. I feel like am I just tripping or?
Maybe you had too many beers before you.
No, I didn't. I just no, not like not. I just mean like all these drinks we try on here. Like are they just starting to like blend into one?
Yeah, I mean, this is where it's hard to keep track. But I feel like this is why the segment deserves the time it gets because there's not a way to like judge the beer as better or worse. We just got to talk about what it's like.
Well, it's
You get
also
what I mean?
our only segment that's been done in every episode.
That's right. It's our
Every other one is
recurring
just- yeah.
segment. We do a lot of the movie ones and
But not
you know,
every
other
week.
stuff, but not every
So,
week.
Yeah.
Beer of the week is consistent. You
That
guys
is
can
consistent.
rely on the fact that we will try some random wacky ass beer and report back to you about how it tastes.
Dan is a great guy.
Thank you.
Literally, at the local, they always do like guest beers. And again, my problem with these drinks, I say it every week, is that like you start to like them and then they go. Like that Funk Cider was awesome.
Yeah.
I go to get my third pint of it and it's halfway through, gone. And that's it. They don't have any more kegs. It's done. But I'm sure you can find it.
I think
at other places, but
probably they want that to happen every time, and then if
so it's like
no, but it's
you
like
try and track down where the next Funk
no, but I'm
Cider
more
is.
saying like if there's a beer that in like a ton of people have the same reaction as you, then they'll
not
make that
fair,
a regular.
though.
Then it won't be a limited release.
Haha, bitch, I'm
Sometimes
laughing
you
'cause
gotta-
you big mad.
Sometimes you got to throw things at the wall
Yeah, see if
and see if they stick, and if enough people come to you and say we want more of this, we don't want this to just be limited release, then they make it a brew.
Well, I bet this, by the way, this does fit in. I know we always worry about it going over to different topics whilst doing a clip for the beers, but I do want to do more vlogs. And
Give me another shot.
I've heard the best Guinness in Perth is in a place near where my girlfriend lives, and I have actually gone there with her.
Interesting.
And I've heard it's the best Guinness in Perth because instead of just leaving the keg out, it's actually chilled. The keg is chilled in the fridge, and the pipe goes through, and it comes out into the tap.
So
and you
they
get
have
water.
a bit of secret sauce behind the
Kinda.
curtains. Okay, interesting.
I've spoken to two people about this, both Irish. They both said it's the best Guinness. And again, the reason I say it is because in Ireland, most of the time they said it's the keg is actually chilled in a fridge, and again, the pipe comes out of it into the pump.
Are you serious?
Unlike our local, where it's chilled, obviously, but it's in the same place that all the other kegs are. Traditionally, you're supposed to even leave it Guinness for like 5 minutes before you like pour the whole thing. But I was thinking for a vlog, we could go to this place and have a Guinness, and we can say if it is the best Guinness we've tried.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean that I love the idea of us trying different tap stuff, because I was gonna say even about this beer, I got a little bit of a like aluminium-y taste. I don't know if you got the same, and I have a feeling
it's always
that
fucking I know.
you know, drinking a beer from a tap is undoubtedly the best way to drink it.
Yeah.
I mean, a glass is pretty good because a glass doesn't really have much
Glass
of a
is
taste.
better than the
But
can, yeah.
getting it out of tap is like straight out of the tap into the pint. That's how you're supposed to drink it, folks.
Yeah. Well, I want to do. It's been like what 2 episodes now since our last vlog. Like, I do want to keep doing them every couple of episodes, but I don't want to force them either. Like, so
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, I think it's good
can
for us to keep trying it and keep doing it, but we're not gonna.
it'd be funny.
put it
I think
in.
it'd be
It's not gonna be
funny
a weekly thing.
to go and try this Guinness because I've heard
Yeah,
from
yeah,
local
no,
people
I
that this
I
is
would
the
like
best
to.
Guinness in Perth.
Okay, okay, I see. So there's like a bit
It's
of a
not far away.
consensus. There's like a genuine. All right.
I don't know, like.
'Cause
maybe
there
we
was-
can-
there
us
was-
Guinness drinkers. Do you even like Guinness that much anymore?
I
or-
do like Guinness. The other day when me and Mitchie from the Mines had lunch, I got a Guinness for myself.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
It's a good thing to have with dinner. It's like a,
it is a nice
or
drink.
lunch in that case.
It's funny because and maybe we're talking about the same place.
You know,
But
my girlfriend,
I've
where Kim
driven.
lives?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah,
But
okay,
I've
yeah,
driven past
it's
a
there.
place where they do have a thing on the sign saying the perfect pint of Guinness. So
That's a bit cool.
I don't know if that's a competing claim. Like, can they exist at the same time? I mean, I don't know.
You can also
You
you
know?
can have the best pint of Guinness, but also it matters who pours it. Because I've had some really bad poured Guinness.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, that's
it
right.
also matters with that.
Well, when we got
could
lunch,
be the best one.
we
could be
did
bad.
we did go to an Irish pub. Nice place.
That's
Oh, perhaps it's the same place.
that is the place.
Oh, okay. All
That
right.
is the place.
Oh, should I? Okay.
I just didn't want to say the place.
Hold on. I'll bleep
Wait,
that
so
out.
you've actually tried it?
I'll bleep that out. But
Wow, you went to an Irish bar in that place.
yes,
That's what
I did.
That's what I went. That's why I want to try the Guinness.
Oh
no.
Well,
you
I
got-
must say that no, it was either Guinness or Kilkenny. Mitch was drinking Kilkenny. I'm not sure if I got a Guinness or a Kilkenny.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well. Okay. Maybe we can still go because I haven't had a Guinness now. It's so funny when I went with my girlfriend. I actually didn't have a Guinness. I just didn't really feel like it that night. But
Yeah.
I've heard that's the best Guinness in Perth.
Yeah, it's funny because that's definitely not the place that I've seen that has the perfect
I know,
sign.
it's so weird.
So now they have multiple, we have multiple places we need to vet.
I know, that could be a bit of a,
but I will say,
series where it's like we try and find the
a good sign about that place that we are gonna try as a vlog.
We can
We've
still try it,
decided, is that it is what they did when I ordered it. Again, I can't remember which one it was, but they told me to go outside and they were like, "We'll bring it to you."
I like that.
That is.
It's funny because if we go, when we probably will go,
That's
which is
that's
Friday,
the correct way to serve.
If we went on like a
Guinness.
Friday, something like that, I really doubt they do that because I'm sure if it was like a lunch service, was when I think you saw Mitchie from the mines.
Yeah, true. Maybe
they would definitely make it sit. Maybe
we
a
should go on a
Sunday,
Sunday, yeah.
afternoon or something like that. It's so funny. Literally, I saw a client at work today, and we were talking about Guinness. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna pop down to the local pub at lunch and grab a Guinness and a steak sandwich." I was like, "Fucking hell, this guy's
Fantastic.
getting Guinness on a Tuesday in the afternoon."
I love it. We could.
It's just too
that could be
expensive
us.
to get
that could be
cans,
us.
but I know. But it is what it is. I like this though. This is good.
Yeah,
It's
back
nice.
to Party Wave. You know what? I would say if we're gonna wrap up our thoughts on this, I would say that yeah, it's definitely infected me. No, I like it. I think it's a
That's thinking like
oh, I
that's
see.
the cogs in your head moving.
It's me calculating what I think.
You know what I'm talking about?
I like it. I wouldn't drink it all night. And I don't know if I'd get a pint of it. Probably a midi.
What?
Of this particular brew. It's okay, and I'll drink this, and I'll get through it, folks. Don't you worry about me. But yeah, it's just very sour. It's not that it's too sour. It's just it doesn't really have many redeeming qualities for me to want to keep drinking like
I hope Dan
continuous
is gonna be
amounts.
okay.
You know what? I would disagree with all that. I would drink it
Wow.
all night. I would get a pint
Wow.
of this. I could drink this all night. I could.
It's just
I could drink that all night.
okay. It's not too bad, but it's I don't know. I just feel like it's got quite a
It's
distinct.
very citrusy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
but I
it is
could-
very citrusy.
You could, but I know even like not to go back to Guinness, but I know like I can drink Guinness all night if I want to. I know that you don't like doing that.
Yeah, Guinness.
Can you stick to a whole
It
drink the whole night?
depends. It depends on.
Don't fucking bullshit
Well,
me.
okay,
You've
it's like
never
this one.
drank Guinness
It's like
all night.
this one. You saw what this looked like when it had the head, right?
Yeah.
You can't be drinking that. Okay, you just can't be. Guinness is similar, but the head takes a lot longer on a
You don't
Guinness
like
to
the
go
head, do
down.
you? You hate the
I
head.
just don't like the head on a Guinness. So
What? That's
if
the best bit.
if the Guinness gets down, I can like actually drink it pretty nicely. But if there's too much of a head, I don't know. For some reason, I just can't drink it that fast.
I hope Dan is gonna be okay.
I think I've only drunk Guinness once the entire night, and I remember getting really drunk and waking up in the morning with a fucking horrible hangover because it's full of iron. And I feel like if you have too much,
Oh yeah, it just sends you.
the worst hangovers I've had is with Guinness. If you drink Guinness all night, but I do want to actually. I think on St. Patrick's Day we always say we can only drink Irish
Oh
drinks.
yeah. I
So
respect
we're
a good
drinking
Irish brew.
Bulmers, Guinness, Kilkenny, Jameson.
That's the thing. I actually like Irish drinks. I mean, Bulmers is a nice cider. I like Guinness and Kilkenny.
Fuck,
I think
felt
they're
so
both nice.
hungover after that St. Patrick's Day this year. That was so they give you
Yeah.
they give you a gnarly hangover though.
That really was
Bro, I remember
something.
feeling so shit after work. after drinking that St. Patrick's Day, I felt so shit.
Yeah.
It says Irish drinks. But yeah, we will bring in that vlog though. We'll have to.
Yeah, that'll be good. I like the sound
Maybe
of
we
that.
can we do like beer of the week on the road almost like.
Oh boy.
It's like a
Yeah, I
vlog,
like-
a vlog, but it's beer of the week on the road. and we're
We could
trying it.
yeah.
Beer of the vlog.
Maybe it'll be a slightly separate set. We'll do like a
Yeah.
companion segment
Yeah,
or
if you're
something.
not comparing
you know
to
what I mean?
like,
Yeah,
imagine going to beer of the week.
Beer
and
of the
then
week,
cutting
beer
to-
because we normally do beer of the week live, so maybe it could be like beer of the week remote or something. You know, like,
That's what I mean. Yeah, go and like do it remotely and see if it's actually the best Guinness. But yeah, who knows?
I think it's a bold claim.
No one has the best Guinness. Get the fuck out of here. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
that
come
can't
on.
Be,
I- you
that,
know,
that's literally just them being like,
You're-
that can't be true.
you're in
People
Perth,
are always gonna disagree
Australia,
with that.
And you have the best fucking
You know
Guinness.
that Nathan Few episode where that guy's like, we have the best burgers in LA, and like,
Yeah,
Nathan's
yeah.
like, if it's not the best burger in LA, we give you $100 back.
And everyone's like,
But a lot of people did. Yeah, people always claim like, how many people places in New York do you reckon say the best pizza in New York? Huh? Everyone says
It's the best single slice.
This is the best dollar pizza in New York. Dude, everywhere you fucking go, I've been there. Everywhere you go, you walk around the corner, best pizza in New York.
I love it. I love the sound of it.
So, how many fucking best pizzas in New York are
Well,
this is the best Guinness in Perth.
have you ever heard of the term "fake it till you make it"? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but surely people stop people from saying that. You can't put that on like.
I think we should.
Imagine you said
I
best
think
support workers. Who says you are? I'm not saying you're not.
I should. Maybe I should run.
Who says you are though? No one.
Yeah,
That's self-proclaimed.
maybe we're gonna need to confront the management if there's not a
Exactly.
consensus that we
Exactly.
agree with. So stay
It's a
tuned
bold
for that.
claim. It's a bold claim.
Stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for more Beer of the Week in
You'll
continuing
have
episodes.
a blast.
All right, Connor. Would you like to talk about the next Spider-Man film with me?
I think it's dumb, Daniel, because
Yeah.
oh, do you want to play that yet?
Yeah. Can we do an intro? We
No, of
we
course.
prepared
Yeah.
an
Go,
intro.
yeah, go ahead.
For this lovely film. This is the Spider-Man intro that we didn't change the music, so it's just the same as James Bond.
I don't know if anyone knows.
Oh, and also we
Dan
used.
is a
I'll
great
pause
guy.
it. We used a fake fan-made poster. If you want to.
Do you know what I've heard? Because things are so tough in other countries with like the cinema and stuff. Cinemas put up fake posters.
Yeah, I have heard about that. Yeah.
That's so crazy, though.
It's so odd because what? Like, is it because they just don't send them a poster? Like they physically
No, it was
can't.
before they even. It was only a couple of weeks ago they released an actual.
But that's what I'm
poster,
saying. Like, is it because
yeah.
they can't? They're not able to print a poster? Is that why? Like
Like they didn't have the official poster to print. Like there was nothing to print. It was like they literally
they hadn't
only-
been sent. Like they couldn't right click
I've
on.
heard that a year ago they were even put up posters like that, the fake ones,
That is so crazy.
just to say they will be
That's
showing
so
it.
weird.
Yeah, just to say they will be showing it. Dude, the
it's-
official poster. Oh my god, official poster only got fucking released like 2 weeks ago. The actual
for
official
Far
one.
From Home. Yeah, I did see that with that really odd little mini
Yeah, it's so weird.
Green Goblin. Which look,
It's odd.
I
It's
like
odd.
that Green Goblin's in it, and I like that they're confirming it. But it's like, what is this small .j fucking PNG
And
Green
they
Goblin in
literally-
the
what
corner?
makes me
Like,
laugh,
what
they
the
released
fuck?
Another one today. And it's the same fucking image.
Oh my
in the
God.
back. And it's the same Doc Ock.
Doctor, we need you.
It's the same. This really pisses me off because it's like it's so damn obvious that Toby and Andrew are in it, and I just feel so sorry for them because they had to keep
Yeah,
getting asked
so-
by the press. So are you gonna be in?
To me-
it's like American like. Are you gonna be in the new movie? And it's like,
Look.
no, I'm not in it, but I love. You know what really gives it away, by the way, is that Andrew
Oh, no.
said on a talk show, he's like, I love John Watts. And I love what they're doing there. There's no fucking way he'd know who John Watts was if he wasn't in it. Don't pull my plonker.
Mark
There's
Webb
no
wouldn't have let
way.
him near John Watts.
There's no way in
unless-
hell he would have known John Watts if he wasn't in it. I'm calling it. There's no way. That sounds like someone who you've worked with. Like, you wouldn't know John Watts. I know he was Spider-Man, but do you
Yeah,
think he
no,
cares that much to know the director?
he's definitely had multiple conversations with
100%.
John Watts.
Dude, there's no way in hell he would have been like... He literally says, like, I'm a really big fan of John Watts. First of all, who the fuck is John Watts?
Yeah, literally, who
He's-
is a big fan of John? What?
Who is a big fan of John Watts? I like your first Spider-Man movie. It was fine.
Yeah, it
Don't
was.
like your second one.
Yeah, same.
Dude, it's not like a James Gunn or like... I don't know. I'm kind of off Tyker as well at the moment. I like him, but I don't like him a lot anymore. But
So to me,
You know.
the oddest thing about this whole Spider-Man deal is like I just don't get the
I don't have my
marketing
Spider-Man soundbite anymore.
approach. Oh, don't you?
Oh, it's so... I know it's
Oh, hold
so
on, I
bad.
got it, I
Yeah,
got
you
it.
got it. I know it's so bad. Like...
Because they're choosing not to acknowledge
Oh, by the way, this is
all the Spider-Men are going to be here.
well,
All of them.
By the way, we're recording this. The trailer's meant to drop in Perth time, I believe 9:30, 10:30 tomorrow. So it hasn't. The second trailer hasn't dropped yet.
Thank
For
you,
context.
Dan.
We need to thank you, Conor.
I know.
For context to what you're about to say, because you could be
Yeah.
saying they're not in it yet, and people be like, well, they were. You're talking about.
Oh yeah, sure,
'cause
sure.
When
sure.
this comes
Okay.
out, the trailer would have already dropped. We're
So
talking
I
about
guess
it.
my hope
Yeah. Oh
is
my
that
god! I can't believe they showed
the
you one.
trailer actually acknowledged it, but like, it's not even okay. whether or not the trailer comes out tomorrow and has Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in the trailer, it is very bizarre to me that up until this point, 1 month away from the movie airing, that not only have they been so quiet about the film, but like if Tobey Maguire and Andrew are in it as much as people say, and like if it's such a big plot point, and they just are choosing to like not hype people up about that, it's like you're wasting a gold mine here. I mean, people want more than anything to see those three in a movie together. Just tell people that they're going to be in it and get them excited to see the movie. Everyone will happily go and see it, knowing that that's the case.
I want to smell feet.
Something's funky,
Yes.
Dan. I know there is, because like I heard from Grace today. Grace Randolph, great YouTuber. She has a lot of contacts and stuff. Apparently, people are working 7 days a week on this film, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous to get the VFX done. This is a movie that's about to, what was it, the 17th of December? That's like what, in literally just less than a month from when
I'm gonna come.
It's not even done yet, which is crazy. On top of that, Doctor Strange 2 is getting 6 day a week reshoots for a month, which is crazy.
That is not
Which really
good.
upsets me because it's Raimi, so I don't know if anything's happened there. But it's bizarre, and it just sounds dumb. And it's like, why are you just hiding it? We already know they're already in it. Like, at this point, it's like, why? When I'm kind of like now, I'm like, why even show them in the trailer? Because at this point, it's coming out in a month. Like,
To me, it feels
it's so
like
obvious that they're in
well,
it.
so partly, I don't know if you remember, there was the Civil War thing where they didn't show trailers with Spider-Man until what,
the
like
second
a week or something,
trailer.
or
It was
a couple of weeks before the movie.
I
We
can't
talked about this
remember.
recently.
It was
didn't
the
we?
second trailer.
Well,
Maybe I'm wrong.
Anyway, my point is
Maybe
they
I'm wrong.
they
I don't know,
definitely
yeah. It was just one
advertised.
shot, though.
They definitely advertised the movie without Spider-Man at
Mm.
all, and then advertised specifically with. So they're not. It's not unprecedented for them to change their marketing strategy. What? But I just, I don't know. To me, if they're trying to make just the fact that they're in it a big plot point instead of what they do together, then that's a problem in and of itself. You know what I mean? Like the plot should be
a blast.
In my opinion, if they're going to all be together, they should come together in like the first 10 minutes.
Not gonna happen.
And then the rest of the movie is the cool shit that they do, you know?
I've heard from multiple sources in the industry that Toby specifically was upset with the amount of screen time he had because apparently it's not a lot. I have a huge feeling it's like a third act thing. They'll take our balls for the whole thing. I don't know, something about this movie just doesn't add up to me. I don't believe
So that's
someone
why.
like John Watts can
So
handle this.
you
kind of
think
thing.
perhaps it's more of a cameo situation, which would explain why they're not advertising it as part of the movie.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like, you know, our MCU, Peter Parker has to deal with, Tom Holland has to deal with all the enemies from the movies. I think they'll all be in it quite a bit. But then it gets to
But
a
the
point
main
at the end.
Spider-Man, yeah.
I think in the third act, we'll see them all, which I think will piss a lot of people off. I don't believe John Watts as a director will be able to handle the amount of fucking things that are in this movie. Even like Charlie Cox's Daredevil is in it. Well, I don't even know if Daredevil is in it. I think it's more just Matt Murdock. But
it's a
just
shame
sounds
because like
ridiculous.
I
There's
get
so
what
much
the
stuff.
movie has to be, but I actually almost wish it wasn't a movie in the Marvel Spider-Man series. Like I wish it was something totally.
I don't know, because like Civil War did a
different,
good
you know?
job at it, like a really good job. But the Russo brothers were so used to working with like a massive like ensemble cast, like Community and stuff. Like the Russos really proved themselves.
But that's kind of what I'm
With, like
saying.
John Watts, I haven't really been proven. I don't think he
Yeah.
can handle a cast like that. It's fucking
But
massive.
that's what I'm saying. I
Dude, Jamie
almost
Foxx,
wish that
fucking. There's so
Yeah.
many people in it that haven't even been shown yet.
I almost wish that they wouldn't try and do what they're seemingly trying to do, which is have a regular Spider-Man movie plus they're basically doing Spider-Man 3, but instead of having too many villains, they're having too many Spider-Men, you know, that show up at the end. I wish that this movie wasn't Spider-Man 3 of Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but it was some new, different Spider League or whatever, like Justice League type movie.
Spider League.
We got equal time with all the different Spider-Man. They got actual time together. It was like a team-up movie, kind of similar to Spider-Verse, where you actually got to share the narrative. one of the things I think will be the biggest problem with this movie is it's going to be way too much Tom Holland and not enough, obviously not enough Tobey Maguire, and probably not enough Andrew Garfield either.
I reckon it'll be the third act. I've heard that from a lot of people. Yeah, I think it's gonna be way too much. Problem is though, like you see us now with like Eternals and stuff, which I hear is just not good. We'll see. Well, I don't know if you're coming on Saturday, but I'm seeing Eternals of Mitchell. And
we're all three seeing Eternals on Saturday.
But it's just funny, like you can tell by like critics, it just isn't that great of a movie. And I spoke about Aiden yesterday. He's like, it just isn't that great. And we're gonna see it, so I'm not gonna show it myself, but you can just tell like the tomato meter went up from the audience score because it's just people who are literally just gonna go in and like it because it's a Marvel movie. Which I just think is so bad and biased, and it's just not a good way to talk about films.
Again, I think those Marvels are just so much of them are so. No, I mean the movies though, like are so repetitive and I just feel like. First of all, the people who are still like, imagine someone who after all the Marvel movies, it's still their favorite franchise. It's like, dude, really? Like, this is how far you're gonna take it.
Doctor Who fans are so fucking harsh. Imagine if Doctor Who fans are like Marvel fans. Like,
dude, that's the thing. With Doctor Who fans, whenever Doctor Who fans get toxic, I'm like, the show has always been shit. It's like, there's nothing special about, you know what I mean? It's like,
wow, that's tough.
I mean, it's not. I'm not saying that, but I'm just
I don't know if it's always been shit.
No, okay, I'm exaggerating. The point I'm trying to make is like with these Marvel. I'll get to Marvel fans, Doctor Who fans first. What they do is they complain about all this stuff, and it's
I want to smell fit.
The show is probably better than it's ever been now in terms of the budget, in terms of look. Chibnall has had his ups and downs. But right now, I think it's probably one of the best times ever to be a Doctor Who fan.
The flux
and
is
you should be happy about that, When it comes to Marvel fans, guys, just move the fuck on. Don't be so...
You can't complain about something if you don't like something. Like, it's like, don't be rude about it or abuse someone or take it too far.
I feel like sometimes as well...
Do.
Well, sometimes as well...
dislike something,
what the Marvel guys do is they convince themselves it's not bad. You know what I mean?
Phantom Menace.
No, it's
that's such a great term.
Great.
Stop me came up with,
great movie. I love the MCU. It's like, bro, it's not that good. Like, there are some bangers.
Anymore. I'm so fucking done with it.
It's like the diamond in the rough. You know what I mean? It's like you have to sieve the good ones out of the.
It's tough because I don't even want to see Eternals, but it's just like. Mitch comes back. He's excited. He wants to see something, and
I get why we should see it together.
We should go see it, but I'm like, it's not going to be fucking fun. Like, it's going to be boring as fucking hell. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
I don't even care. I know I'm not going to like it. Like, it doesn't look like my kind of film at all.
I've seen some previews of the CGI. It does not look good.
That's the problem. They're pushing all these movies out. These poor VFX workers, by the way, work horrible hours and are paid awfully.
That one I will say is
it's like a fucking sweatshop. It's awful. Like, these people are not being treated nicely, and they're like giving them a deadline of December 17th for this movie to come out for Spiderman. These poor people have got kids and families and homes, and they're literally just working 7 days a week for shit pay.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even good pay.
And the other thing is like the stuff that they're paying the VFX workers to do really poorly. That's the stuff where they used to actually hire stuntmen and fucking crews to do choreography and all this stuff. But it's like, it's just a way of cutting costs. It's just a way of fucking saving money.
I literally watched that.
It actually makes the movies shit. Like,
did you see that good thing since day? He broke down a scene from all his movies, that Vanity Fair thing. Edgar Wright.
Of Edgar Wright, yes.
And he also first thing he talked about was Space, by the way. His first TV show. Not his first TV show he directed, but amazing show. I watched it last year. You should watch it. But he talked about that shot in Last Night in Soho, which I'm seeing this weekend. Can't wait. Where Matt Smith twists Anna Taylor-Joy, and it turns to, I forgot her name, by the way, great actress from that M. Night Shyamalan film I watched. What's it called? Old.
Anna Taylor-Joy?
No, I just said Anna Taylor-Joy.
Who's the other one? What, another M. Night Shyamalan actress?
She's in Old, and she's in something else.
I'll check.
I apologize.
It's okay, keep talking.
And he was saying that shot has not got any CGI in it, and it blows my mind. The way he describes it is crazy. But he's like, there was no CGI in it, and he's like, we literally saved thousands of dollars by doing it practically. So that's exactly right. What you were just saying there, if you do it practically, you save $1,000. It will literally be in the first 2-3 people.
It's here. Is
yeah.
Any of these?
Oh god, I can't say it.
Which one? Which one is it? I don't know. I'll read it.
Right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Thomason Mackenzie.
Yes, she was in. Oh, she was in something else that I saw recently. What was it? If you go to her filmography.
Let's see. She's New Zealand.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
in Jojo Rabbit, and she was in Old. That was it.
Oh, she's the Jojo Rabbit girl. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Gotcha.
So basically, they were saying they did the shot. They did basically. It was like on the camera ring where, like, you know that shot where Matt Smith twists Anya Taylor-Joy. It changes to this actress.
Yeah.
It's crazy how they did it. It's the same shot, but like the camera would just go across, and they did their moves in the exact same way.
Yeah.
So that when they edited it, they could just cut it
Oh,
instantly.
no. Dude.
It was just so smooth. And Edgar literally said in the video, he's like, we literally saved like thousands of dollars by doing that.
Yeah.
Which is not why he did it, but he just loves to do it practically.
No, but
which
the
I
thing
love,
is,
by the way.
doing it that way is the best. It looks the best.
Oh, it looks so
It just
good.
looks
that
good.
Shot is like so insane.
You know, you
he's
can't-
like one of the best filmmakers ever.
Like, all these filmmakers want to cut corners and save money and VFX and all this stuff, but it's like, doing it the good old fashioned way and getting it done properly is the best way to do it. Like, it still just looks the best. It does.
It's weird because, like, I watched Black Widow, I watched Shang-Chi. I thought they were fucking both
Dude,
both
Black Widow
awful.
had awful amounts of
It was
do you remember that
awful.
scene where
It was
her and
awful.
her sister are talking and it's a
God.
CG background?
Yeah, dude.
They didn't even film it in a real bar?
I hated both those movies, and I had a really big fear I'm not going to like Eternals. So that'll be a hat trick for MCU movies I just don't like. So I really hope that.
Hey,
Spider-Man's
Spider-Man
gonna
could be a
I don't think
4
so.
in a row.
It doesn't. Oh yeah, I do think I don't like it. It doesn't seem like it's going to work. I really hope it does, but I just don't see how it's going to work.
The Spider-Man?
There's so much to handle.
Yeah, I
The Sinister Six are going to be in it. Like we're all assuming.
Oh
It's-
god.
Dude, Sinister Six movie with all three of the Spider-Men with Matt Murdock. How the hell are you going to juggle all those
I
characters?
have like as much hope as I think is humanly possible for this Spider-Man film, which is to say,
Is that a lot?
not that much. I mean, considering everything that we've heard,
Yeah.
everything we know about, not just Hollywood, but like you said, the reshoots and Marvel, I am expecting to be disappointed.
Yeah, me too. But we should go see it opening night.
Yes. Excuse
Of course
me.
we are. I mean, we support it. You
No,
can't
I'm,
say we
I,
don't.
I'm happy to watch it opening. I'm happy to get in. on
You'll
it,
have
like,
a blast.
we will. We
That's
will
our
have,
WA premiere, by the way. That's
That's
our West
Marky
Australian
Mark.
premiere.
We'll have a great
We'll get him on
time.
the podcast soon.
We will have a good time. But will the movie be good?
Thank you, Dan.
I don't know. Other story.
I hope Dan is going to be okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna have a good time, I don't think. But it'd be great to see Toby again. That's kind of what. That's all I'm excited about.
Hopefully.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Don't like it. This is such bullshit that it's not gonna happen. I hate that. Like, yeah.
Dude, imagine if they cut him.
Yeah,
minute.
I don't know. Well, if they cut him like in a few scenes, it's only been for like 5 minutes. Apparently, it's only in the third act.
Oh,
So.
bro.
Hey,
They
we
cut him
might-
down. He gets like a minute cameo. Like,
I hope I'm wrong. I really do, but I just don't think I don't think we are. Like, I don't think we are. I generally don't think we are. I've heard that it's just like a third act thing.
yeah.
Because I heard that both. I don't know if both. But I heard Toby was a bit upset that he wasn't in the whole movie.
I would be too. I'm upset even hearing about it.
Apparently, these like in fucking Doctor Strange reshoots is to put Toby in it and Andrew. And I don't. I am so over it.
Yeah.
Like I can't do it.
I know.
Do you see all that Disney Plus
Literally,
shit
I
they're
am
doing?
just.
I can't keep up
Oh
with
my
it.
God.
I don't
They
care.
announced like 10 Disney Plus
I don't
shows. It's like,
care.
guys, we
I'm
can't
so
keep
over it.
up with all of this.
And people love it. That's the weird thing. People fucking like.
Yeah, people are
absolutely
like, oh, just
simp.
more for me to. Well,
They
no,
simp
honestly,
it so hard.
I do genuinely think a lot of people look at it and they go, all right, if there's so much stuff coming out for Disney, I can just subscribe to Disney and I'll have enough stuff to watch. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to.
Rather.
And I hate that people think that way, but I get why they do.
Although
but
I'm
it's
very
like,
excited
ugh,
for the Hawkeye show because Hawkeye's my favorite comic book character ever.
it's a Christmas show.
It is a Christmas show, and Aiden keeps saying it's the only reason I'm excited for it, which is not true.
Well, you do like Christmas, so.
I love Hawkeye. It's my favorite Marvel character, and I love Haley Steinfeld for her acting abilities, of course.
Oh,
and her
oh,
singing.
is that right? Oh, really?
Why do you have to always bring in that, huh? Why do you have to always?
Well, because you didn't say you like Hawkeye for his acting abilities.
I actually do like Jeremy Renner quite a lot. There was all this controversy about him, which I can't say. I don't think I believe it, but I know you said you did. But that's okay.
I don't know. Honestly,
But it's not fired, so
I've heard.
you think that it's like just under the rug, or
I don't know. I have a feeling that he's probably a weird dude. Just from everything I've seen and like how he had his app. Do you remember he had his app?
I do remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was weird. Hey,
That's odd. Every now and then I see a screenshot from the app and like
I
it's
just think
so
that he's
weird.
like he's a character who deserved his own movie, but he's getting his own TV show.
Oh,
and I think that
I
his
think the
character's
character's
really
cool.
fun.
I think the character's great. I love the idea of the
Do
character.
you like
and-
Haley Steinfeld?
yeah, I don't know her much. I don't think I've seen her a lot. I mean,
Okay,
she's
I'm not gonna-
fine.
We'll get in trouble.
Let's just say my sister's name is Kaylee, so it's too
Oh, okay.
too close to home. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't want to think about that.
Yeah, that's true. That made it worse. Jeez, Daniel.
And we
You're
say
already
bye-bye.
implying it. I'm just
Huh?
I'm just
I
saying.
like
what
Haley
the-
Steinfeld as an actor. I don't know what you're alluding to. I like her music and an actor. I don't know.
You don't know what I'm alluding to.
No, I do, but I just put the music on for a meme. But it's like
I see.
I generally do like her as an actress. I think
a
she's-
meme.
I think she's really actually just a very talented woman.
Bruh.
Okay.
All right.
I can't say anything about a woman being talented about it.
I
being
think I don't
pussy.
look. I don't know much about. I haven't seen her in much, but I'm just saying. That's great. If she's a great
Yeah,
actress,
she is. She
I believe
actually
you.
is. She actually is really good.
I think she's in. Kath watched that show Dickinson. Is she the one in Dickinson?
Is that a joke?
No, there's a show called
Are
Dickinson.
you trying to make a joke?
No,
Are you sure?
the show is called Dickinson, which I know sounds a little bit
That's not
odd.
real.
It is.
I've
I'll
never
show
heard
you.
of a show called Dickinson.
It's called Dickinson.
You're saying dick.
I'm not saying.
You're
I'm saying.
Dickinson.
I said.
You're so
I'm
alluding
saying
to
the name of
fact.
it. What do you mean? What's the problem with saying that? It's
I know exactly what you're
the
doing.
name is Dickinson.
Is she the main actor in it?
I think she might be. Yeah. This is. All right. Here we
Oh, it's an
go.
Apple TV show.
Yes. We got Dickinson right here.
You're literally.
What? What am I doing? I
You
don't.
know
What am I
exactly
doing?
what you're doing.
Here we go. This is the show. Dickinson. Is that her?
Wait. Hi,
I-
Haley.
It's the.
How you going? Why am I here?
I don't know. I was trying to say.
I've never heard of this show. But
Well, you've clearly heard of Haley Steinfeld, and she is the main
I'm a
actress. So I
fan
do-
of her. I've loved her since I've seen her at the age of 17. It's a great movie. Woody Harrelson's in it.
Oh, I do like that movie. She's good in that.
It's
Is
a
she the
great
main one?
movie.
She's great in that.
Just because I said I like Woody
Alright,
Harrelson,
alright.
I'm sexually attracted to him too.
I wouldn't blame you.
I'm into that dome shit, you know. Every time
Well,
I
you
get
know,
Woody
Kat-
Harrelson in a wig, it makes me laugh.
Kat
because he
just finished
doesn't have
watching
hair.
Cheers, and Woody Harrelson was in most of that.
That's right.
he's
Does
a
he have hair in
he's
it?
a good-looking young man. Yeah, he does. He does.
That can't be real.
Oh yeah,
It's like when Bruce Willis used to have hair. Like, he used to always like trip me out. as
he
a
actually
kid.
looks a lot like Bruce Willis. Him and Bruce Willis are quite alike.
Yeah, because like Bruce just went bald, which leads me to believe he was not having his real hair in like all his movies.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to smell fit.
It's a great soundbite. It's a new one.
All right. What are we on to now, Connor? What would you like to talk about? We can
All right, anything. I mean,
we can do this Travis Scott thing, or we
We're
can.
an
You've got to tell
hour
me
and-
something. It says here.
Yeah, you know, I don't have any sad music. Fuck, I was gonna put
Aw.
some sad music on.
I'll get some. Hold on.
This sucks. It's like I don't have any.
Oh no.
I need to get. I've been working. We've got the elevator music. We've got the beer of the week music, which we debuted.
Let me
this episode.
find some on YouTube and I'll play it.
You're like, yeah. I mean, it's like you literally. This is like on the road kind of shit. It's like we're trying to find it on the podcast, and it'll work. It might work. It might not. But
What do you want? Violin
also,
or
Dan's
something?
toilet's broken in this room.
Okay, this is emotional.
I really need to go to
sad,
the toilet. So
emotional, sad piano music.
is it royalty free?
It does say and royalty free.
Yeah, I always rip those royalty free. It's just such a meme.
So what do you want to?
Such a meme. Did you notice me as well? This is a
No?
classic meme one. No, I just haven't seen you in like 2 weeks. It sucks. So much shit has gotten in the way.
Yeah.
It just sucks. It's so funny because like last time I went out with Dan was like 2 weeks ago when Mitchie from the Mines left, and he comes back tomorrow, and we haven't actually gone out, just you and I, in that entire time. It's not anyone's fault, I would say, because why is it? Oh, you're trying to do like
I'm getting you, yeah.
It's
Acting
not.
like-
I feel like we're going for a breakup. It's not anyone's fault, you know. But we planned to meet Saturday, and I didn't read Dan's message properly because Dan said I messaged Dan the week, and I was like, "Are you free Saturday?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm free in the day," and I didn't read it properly. I was like, "All right, Dan's free Saturday," and like my girlfriend Kim had this whole birthday party thing, so I was like, "I can't go to the party because I'm going to see Dan," and then I found out that Dan was actually busy in the night, so I was like, oh fuck, Kim, I can pick you up for the party. I don't want to sound like I want to go now because, like, you know, it sounds like I'm just jumping from one person to the other. But and then we couldn't film last week because of this family tragedy that's going on in the background of my life. So anyway, you seem sad. So you seem sad. I don't know if it was because you hadn't seen me.
Well, that's that's sweet. Thank you for.
Well, I've missed you. And it kind of sucks because, like, it doesn't suck, but, like, Mitchie from the Mines is back, and now it's like we're going to go out as the three of us. But I feel like we haven't gone out with just the two of us in the entire time he's been gone. So we haven't actually.
Yeah,
I
know.
I saw you on Friday. I think I'm going weird again, Dan, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
That's right. I saw you, obviously, at the cinema on Friday when we went to see James Bond, but we barely got to speak. So.
Yeah, I know. It was
it just
a
sucked,
hectic event. No, yeah, yeah, I assure you guys, I have been focusing on a couple of things behind the scenes, just getting things ready. And
Dan is a great
you know,
guy.
things have been busy, but they've been busy because I've been trying to get on top of things. You know, I have been through a lot of change this year, and I've learned a lot. And I think a lot of that has been for the best. When it comes to right now, look, I'm just trying to do my best and trying to, you know, juggle everything. The good news is that things are going pretty well. I really have not let that many things slip through the cracks. And when it does happen, it's rare, and I find a way to resolve it. And look, you know, I love you, man. And if we don't see each other one week, that's okay. I get it. We're both busy people.
Haha, bitch, I'm laughing because you're big mad.
Fair enough. But, you know,
It was 2 weeks. But
we
yeah.
come together and
It was 2 weeks. Yeah.
I'm not trying to say it wasn't.
I didn't say it was your fault. I'm just saying, like, you know, it was just hard. I don't know. It wasn't,
No, it is hard. And look,
wasn't
by the way,
anyone's fault.
I
It's
love
just
when I
like-
get to, you know, it's to me, getting to make it up is the best part. That's why we're going to the pub, you know, after this. But
Well, I don't know if we'll be there for long, but yeah.
well, yeah, maybe one pint. And,
It'll literally be like 1 pint and go home.
well, look, you know, it's.
I don't know. I'm just so used to talking to you every week and like going out with you.
I
So,
know.
don't
I know.
It was just hard because, like, I don't know. It's I kind of fucked up because, like, I didn't read your message properly. And you did say I'm only free till 5. No, you said 5 later on, but you said I'm only free in the day. I didn't read. I don't know what I was doing, but I didn't read it properly. So I was like, oh, I'll see Dan on the weekends. I was like, that's fine. Yeah, it was kind of hard. And then, like I said, you know, do you want to meet up on Sunday? And you couldn't. I was like, that's fine. And all this stuff was happening in my personal life. Yeah, it was just hard. That's all. But
I get it. Well,
you
look,
know, it
you know, we
just
had this show,
sucked. It just
and
sucked.
look,
That's all.
and it was hard that the show was on hiatus. Not hiatus, but we weren't doing the shows. I get it. You know, I get that all that sucks, but
yeah, and that's why it felt. That's why I think it felt like it was like so fucking long since we've seen each other because like we hadn't filmed the show in like 2 weeks.
well, look, you know, on the bright side, we got a lot to look forward to. I mean,
Dan is
we've got
a
the
great
shows
guy.
coming. Christmas, I think, is going to be fun, both for the shit we get up to, but also It sounds like we're gonna have some good material for the show.
Yeah, I
And,
really want to use Christmas as a time for the show to do some good content.
Yeah, develop and I want to try and plan some stuff, even if it's just small or even if it's just small little gags or whatever. But I think there's some good opportunity to get some fun content for you guys. But
Yeah.
look forward to that.
Yeah. Either way, like it'll be fun this weekend. But it's like, when you're not just like, with just one person, it can be hard to like talk about stuff, I guess. But yeah, either way.
You need the bromance. I get it, homie.
Yeah, I love spending time with a group, but sometimes you need just one-on-one. But I don't know, it's fine. I don't know, maybe I'm complaining too much, but
It's not easy.
I might I don't know what you're gonna talk about next, but that toilet's broken in the
Yeah. You can go. You go to
I
the.
might use the other toilet.
Go to the one
I
out
don't know
there.
why your toilet has decided to shit itself.
Well, I'll tell you about that, and I'll tell you about the car.
Yeah,
I'll give the audience an update. Okay, so the toilet over there is just a fucking stupid. For some reason, I went in one day and the toilet started flooding. Not the toilet bowl, but like at the bottom where it connects to the ground, it was flooding. And there was like water all over the floor in the bathroom. And I was like, "What the hell is this? I don't want to have to deal with this." And I washed it all down the drain. And then when I came back the next time, it was flooded again. We have a problem here. I called the landlord. They called the plumber. The plumber came out. And the toilets had to be turned off for the last couple of days. Hopefully he's going to come and fix it soon. And if it does, then lo and behold, everything will be back to normal. Thank goodness. But I have this issue with my car at the moment, which I discussed last week. I was in a very low speed collision on the freeway on my way back from work last week. No, it wasn't even last week at this point. It was last episode, which was like 3 weeks ago. They have been so difficult to deal with, this insurance company. I cannot tell you the amount of frustration that I have had to deal with just waiting to hear what is going to happen, whether it's going to be written off or repaired. First, they told me it was going to go to a place that's close to where I live. And then a week later, they told me, actually, there were no available spots at that place. So we didn't send it. It's just been sitting in the tow yard this whole week. No one's even looked at it. I thought they were looking at it and I was waiting to hear back what the news was going to be. No one had even touched it. So then they say, okay, now we're going to send it to somewhere further away. And it's not going to be looked at until Thursday. Now, this was last week. It got looked at on Thursday. And the news, the update to the story is that the mechanics who looked at it believe that it is better to write it off. So the mechanics have deemed it write-offable.
It's not easy.
No. The
Shit, really?
the insurance has not committed to writing it off yet. They are going to send out an assessor to go and have a look at the car, see what they think, see if they think it's worth salvaging or just paying me out. I have a bit of a feeling they're going to write it off, and
So what are you
yeah,
gonna do?
it's
You're
going to have to
buy, like, a new
be
car if you
it's
get
going to have to
paid
be
out, or-
goodbye. Well, I probably I mean I have to. I need a car. I can't go without a car.
I mean, you can get a good car for.
Well, luckily they're going to pay me
it's
out the
good,
value
but-
of the car, so whatever they pay me out, I can use to buy a new car. So we'll see.
What you need is
Whatever.
a 4x4 like mine, and
Oh God.
if you would have done that in my car,
Yeah,
I
well,
would've absolutely crushed it. It must have been
Exactly.
fine.
if
Got a
I
massive bull bar on it.
yeah, if your car had been in my car situation, there'd be no problem here.
Yeah,
You could have driven it home, to be honest.
yeah, that sucks. That's really bad.
Yeah, so I don't have an estimate of how much they'll give me. I'm hoping they'll give me like 6-ish grand. That's kind of my hope. But
That's crazy.
We'll
just from
see.
one little crash like that.
yeah, I mean it's
That must have really fucked up your engine somehow.
I don't know. I tried to swerve and I don't know if I showed the photos, but
Yeah, you
it
did,
was
yeah.
only slightly on the side. So it's such a shame that like such a small ding can just make the car unfixable. But I guess if it fucked up any important components, then what are you going to do?
I think, it's a peace and love. I think those cars are made quite. And by the way, this is a guy who's still paying his car off till next year for the last fucking not 5 years, like last 3 years. By the time I paid my car off, I mean, it would have been paying off like 3-4 years. So this is not saying you should do what I've done, but I do think cars like that are like relatively cheaper, that are like $6,000, normally are just quite like disposable. If you do have a crash, they're pretty much fucked.
Yeah, and my car like has always been small and flimsy, and I knew it would never last a big hit.
That's sad
anything,
though, man.
you
We
know,
had some good times in that car.
I know, and you know what? This is gonna sound so silly, but I had literally just found a great name for that car. I had decided.
No.
I know. For all this time, I
Mitch
never
always says don't name the car because that's when you crash it.
Oh my god!
Did you
Does he
actually give it a
really
name?
say that?
Yeah, because I remember when I named my car Friday.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the thing. I knew you always had a name for your car, so.
Yeah, but he always. I never listened to him about that. He's like, don't name it because when you name it.
No,
you
but I'm
crash it.
saying I knew you always had a name for your car. I never sort of picked one because
What did you call
nothing
it?
ever
Blue?
grabbed me. No, I just took one look at the car. My car was a small blue Holden Barina, and
Hey, man, there's still hope. It might still be.
maybe. And I had just decided that I was gonna call it Sonic because it looks like the ball that Sonic curls up in when he runs. And I was like so proud of that name because when I was a kid, I used to love Sonic. I loved the TV show. I loved the games. I was like a big Sonic head. And I was so happy that I finally found a name that I felt like
Was that it? Was that
perfect for the car. And then like a week later,
the straw that broke the camel's back?
I think it probably was, yeah.
Yeah, Mitch always said that. Don't name it. And I'm so superstitious, but that's the one. I shouldn't say this now because maybe something's gonna happen. But
Well, I've just proved Mitch's theory, so.
were you listening to Creedence Clearwater Revival? You know that band that you not heard that meme on the H3 podcast, but Zach said whenever he listens to Creedence Clearwater Revival,
Ah.
because he had a car crash, and it's like everything bad happens. We listen to like Bad Moon Horizon or anything like that, or Fortunate Son. No,
yeah,
you're on
I
the
know
phone.
Fortunate Son. I know Fortunate Son.
Okay,
yeah,
you're on the phone.
Yeah.
Okay, but you could have been listening to that, and that's why you crashed. That's what he says in the podcast. Is like that band is like cursed whenever he listens to it. Like something bad happens.
Maybe it's on the radio or something. I don't know.
You're on the phone though.
Yeah, but my phone, the
Oh,
radio.
maybe when it was still obviously the radio still plays.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the radio could have foreshadowed it.
Cleedence, is it Cleedence Clearwater Revival?
Well, I wasn't, no, because the radio would have still been on because I just had I was talking to Kath on the phone, so.
You finished it and it was like, I see a bad moon horizon. And you just like.
That is not what I would have liked to have heard after the crash.
It could have been it. I'm superstitious. Like, I feel like whenever it plays in the car, because I like a few of their songs,
You know there's
I'm
gonna be a
always
crash.
so conscious.
I don't have anything. I don't think there's any band that makes me suspicious. I don't know.
That's not me who says that. That's Zach.
The only one, you know,
Right, true.
have you ever driven on the highway to hell?
I'm sure I have, but not from memory. That's the near Frio, isn't
It's the Catting Highway, which I think I think it starts pretty, well, I won't say where we live, but it's not too far from where we are, is where we could get on it. But
So it's called the Highway to Hell because that's when they used to take convicts up it.
well, yeah,
Frio
but
prison.
that's actually the road that the band refers to.
Yeah,
So the
that's
song
really cool, actually.
Is actually about the song
that's
Highway to Hell.
AC/DC, Highway
Yeah,
to Hell.
AC/DC.
It's about the
The Catting Highway, which is around where
Perth.
we live. Yeah.
yeah, because convicts would get driven on that highway to Frio prison. That's another thing I want to do is do a episode. It's we should have done it for Halloween, but we missed the mark on that one.
Yeah, we missed the mark on that one, guys.
I think that we need to go to Frio prison at night and do like a vlog.
I like the idea of that. That's spooky.
It's
Scary.
like, it's an abandoned. It's not abandoned. It's like you pay and have tours there. I've done.
But
it
it's
so many times.
people say it's cursed. People say there's like
Yeah, it's fucking
history
haunted
to
for
that.
shit. I don't
Haunted,
believe in
that's
that
the
kind
word.
of stuff, but like, there's just like I've only done it once at night, and I literally fucking shit myself. Like not
I think
literally, but I literally it was so scary.
Yeah, I don't believe in like spirits and that sort of shit, but I really do think if there's some, you know, quote unquote like
it'll be there.
Well, no, but I'm just saying like if something really fucked up goes down in a house or at a place or something, it gives it bad vibes.
Well,
like,
you
it just
can
does. You can't deny that.
The
Like,
scariest place in that prison, and I've gone there several times, but in the specific room on the tour, but only once at night. It really freaked me out. Was the hanging room, where people and the noose is still there. Like the noose is still
Jesus
there.
Christ.
So it's a room where multiple people have died.
Have been hanged. Yeah.
Really bad people. It was men
Well,
and women too.
but the thing is,
I think only 3 women got hung.
The
but
thing is,
there
you
was
think
men
about
and
that as
women.
well. Like, how cursed that is. Like, people watching this person die.
You're
like,
in the room
hanging
where-
is so brutal.
You're in the room where it happened, and you do feel very.
Dude, that is actually freaky. That really is scary.
You feel very uneasy.
Oh my god, that actually legitimately gives me the spooks.
I was gonna do this massive series this year, and then like I was gonna have like it'd be like 6 episodes. And I was gonna have it air in October, and because Halloween was on a Sunday this year, I was gonna have episodes air on Sundays because the first one would start with my birthday, and then it would go to Halloween. I was gonna get a Halloween themed episode where I tackle all like the most haunted places in Perth, because like Kings Park in Perth is also a very haunted place because it was Aboriginal land.
Well, that's the war memorial too, isn't it?
Yeah,
So-
and a few bodies have been buried there. There was
really?
The last guy to get hung in Freo prison in the place I was talking about just then was a guy who was like very notorious murderer in Perth, where he would literally just run down people in the streets and he would bury them in Kings Park. And somehow he figured out bodies disposed. I don't know how he figured this out. Bodies disposed quicker if you bury them head first. So they found all these bodies in Kings Park. So Kings Park is meant to be haunted for 2 reasons. For that reason, and also because it was like there's a lot of Aboriginal history there as well. There's Aboriginal history everywhere, but in Australia, but they weren't treated very nicely for a very long time. So there's a lot of shit going on there. So I wanted to kind of tackle.
that stuff is spooky, man.
I can't say their name, but there's literally just down the road from us at a beach is a ship that has that crashed.
Yes, yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
I know people who don't even like they walk up to the beach and they walk to that spot and don't walk past it because apparently it's bad luck to walk past.
Really?
The point
It's
where,
just too.
So the ship's sunk here and you can walk across the beach. Apparently it's bad luck to walk. Apparently people have walked their horses through
That
it and
is
they go
spooky.
"Ah," they go crazy. I kind of want to.
Well, they say animals have a sense for that.
There's some stuff that I kind of wanted to delve into. Still kind of do. I don't know. I don't know if I ever do that series because it sounded like too much work. I don't know if I wanted to do it, but I should have capitalized on Halloween more because that would have been some really cool things.
I know, but we'll have this show in a place
We
to
can still do it.
kick ass the next Halloween,
still do
and we
it.
could do spooky stuff between now and then.
Aiden has heaps of stories because I want. If I was going to do this series, I wanted to get Aiden as a guest star on that episode to like come with us to all these places because he's always got those weird stories about like
he
swore
does,
his-
doesn't he?
He
He's
swore
very
his
into
old
the
house
whole
was haunted, which
ghost
is very
stuff.
close to my house right now. So you know,
Ghosts in town.
I don't know if I believe in all
Maybe.
that hocus pocus shit, but
I don't necessarily believe in the ghost behind it and stuff, but I do think. I don't know. I think you can tell a creepy vibe when there is one.
the only thing I can say is, and I've had multiple people ask me about this because I have nightmares. Like it's very similar. So I feel like I mentioned H3 podcast so much, and people don't watch it, they're gonna be so confused. But I know Ian on the H3 podcast is the only guy I've ever heard talk about his night terrors the way I have because I sleepwalk heaps.
That's right. Yeah.
And Kim's so used to it now. But before Kim, there was no one. Like I would just like get up and like walk around my room and stuff. Now she's like used to it. But
She can kind of keep an eye on you.
bro, I've said some wacky shit. I've seen some weird stuff. That's the only time I'm like, this is like I've seen stuff in like when I'm like dreaming, but I'm still awake. Where I'm like, this is so real. Where I feel like I've almost like broken the barriers of like open the multiverse almost. Like
oh god.
There's just some stuff I've seen that I'm like, this just doesn't. It's so detailed that I don't know how. It's just like in my head. Like it's like I've had some wacky dreams, but I don't know. I've heard when people do like bad drugs as well, that like that's the same thing that happens to them. Where it's almost like they're
In
dreaming.
their dreams, or
No, like that. Like I've heard Steve talk about when he like, used to like nitrous oxide and stuff. Like he does so much that he
Is that
would see
Nags?
stuff as well. Like Nags,
yeah, okay.
and like do some bad drugs like ketamine and stuff. Like and like he said he would see stuff that's very much like that. I don't know. Makes you question things. But anyway, we'll do something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll get some spooks. We'll give you guys some scary content. You know, we can switch things up. We can do things however we want here over the 4 Laugh podcast. It's all right.
Coming.
The flux is coming.
I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
All right, Conor, you happy to wrap things up there? I think
Thank
that's
you, Dan. Well, we'll be back.
Nice
we will be back.
Thank you, Dan.
Weekly now.
Yes.
By the way, the only reason we stopped is not because we wanted to. It's because like shit just got in the way.
Yeah.
Well,
Stuff
shit,
happens.
You get what I mean.
You know, it is what it is.
Yeah. All right. Good to see you all.
Thank you, guys. It's a pleasure as always.
Always.
We love you guys.
All right. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.